Geek out. Welcome to another episode of I'll Geek. Today we have an action-packed Transformer episode for you. Today I have to show off the Michael Bay Bumblebee Transformer.
And then I have Megatron from the Transformers Armada series.
So hang on with us and remember, geek out. All right, welcome guys. For today, we have the Camaro Bumblebee. Let's transform today and let's talk about our dear Bumblebee. So as we all know, the whole franchise of Transformer has revolved around the Camaro. Bumblebee, the second in command, I should say.
It depends. I think he's more like a scout kind of
Scout. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's been pretty much the franchise right next to Optimus Prime, I'd say. You know, it was pretty much a Camaro, very iconic in America. Was actually brought back for this movie. So we all were in awe to see the Camaro back in action and seeing Bumblebee being the Autobot that transforms into the Camaro.
Oh, yeah. Very cool, iconic character.
Yeah, the nice black stripes and the yellow color was very, very Camaro-like for this guy, Bumblebee. As we all know, he was the pretty much the guy that was sent down to Earth, as we know throughout the whole franchise of the Autobots and the Transformers live action films. He was the guy that was sent to Earth to scout it, to see, just like you said, he was a scout guy, to see, you know, if Earth was a good energon source, right?
Yeah.
Energon.
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
So very cool figure. I think this is the closest to almost a masterpiece to this by Hasbro for this Transformer. Really good. You can pretty much hide everything when it transforms into a Camaro or into a car. I got this probably about, I don't know,
about 9 years
ago. I got this for Christmas. It was a little joke from my mom. It's like, I know you want a Camaro, but you know, this is as close as you can get for now. But that's maybe down the road you'll get one.
I like that. That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah. So I did. I got Bumblebee, and this got me into really collecting cool collector items. This guy right here is pretty old, so it's pretty expensive right now on eBay and Amazon. Really like it. I mean, it does come with his mask. I don't know, it's probably a little bit rigid right now, but you can actually switch his face to, you know, when he gets his mask to try to shoot. He does come with, or I don't have it anymore, but he did have a big cannon that sit in front or on top of his car that would shoot off. Really cool figure. He did come with Ironhide, the truck. Ironhide is pretty cool too. I will show him off in a different I'll Geek episode. But today we focus on I'd say I'm going to call him the second in command of the Autobots. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty much he's next to Optimus Prime. He's really the next guy in line.
I mean, in certain continuities, he becomes the leader of the Autobots eventually. So you're not wrong.
Yeah.
So he does become leader. And I mean, he is pretty much one of the most iconic Transformers, especially for like the younger audience that grew up with like the most recent Transformers movies.
Mm-hmm.
That he pretty much became like the face of the franchise for a while.
Yeah, he did. He starts as a bug and then gets gets the Camaro. It's so funny how he starts as an old what was that first, the movie where they get back to Earth, or for the first time.
The
Bumblebee movie? Yeah, the Bumblebee movie.
I think it was a Volkswagen.
It was a Volkswagen?
Because I think in the original cartoon, he was like a Volkswagen kind of design.
Okay. It wasn't the Beetle, though. Where was it?
Beetle? I'm not 100% sure. I think it was
the Beetle. And then he transforms in, when he leaves, he transforms into a Camaro, and the girl's like, you could have transformed into a Camaro?
Yeah, pretty much. I think it was a Beetle because hence the bug name. Mm-hmm. Don't know much about car names, but I feel like that's probably correct. The Beetle. So
I mean, he's well known with the whole film with Megan Fox and what was the character? I'm going in blank now.
Shia
LaBeouf. Yeah, that's him. Yep. That's when pretty much they revamped the Camaro. Chevy did for this movie.
Yeah, a huge partnership.
Yeah, a huge partnership. They showed off a lot of cool cars, speedy cars, and the franchise did very well. They did 4 movies, and they just kept on producing different types of movies with the Transformers. So I grew up with the Transformers, since then we're Beast Wars. So they do hold a special place in our lives. Pretty much, anybody that's watching this episode can relate to us growing up with watching these cool aliens growing up.
Oh, yeah. And then as for mine, I have Armada Megatron. Armada came on August 23, 2002. Armada Megatron is my second favorite version of Megatron. So you guys may know my favorite version is Beast Wars Megatron.
Yes.
Yes. And then the best part is he's voiced by the same guy. David K voices Armada Megatron. I love Armada series. It's a great show. It's like my second favorite Transformers cartoon. It's very like it's the most anime of all the Transformers. You watched that? You watched anime Armada for a bit, right?
Yeah, I watched it. I think that would be probably be Beast Wars and then Armada.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think Armada could have beaten Beast Wars just because of the whole minicon.
Oh yeah, the famous minicon.
Yeah, famous minicon. Yeah.
And then as a kid, I actually thought this was a sequel because Megatron and Prime sounded just like Megatron and Prime from Beast Wars, and it blew my mind. Oh
Right.
wow, cool sequel. And then I was like, oh wait, no, it's not a sequel. It's a whole other continuity. And like my friend Al said, the minicons are an important aspect of the Armada series. It's pretty much the Autobots and Decepticons are a race to capture certain minicons to power them up. And then this is like an updated version of the original toy. It's from the Legacy series, Legacy series Evolution. So it doesn't really have the option with the mini cons no more, but it still has like the spots where you could attach mini cons on him. They have the holes right here, then right on his leg. So it's cool that they kind of still have the option, but they haven't made a modern mini cons and all. And I think the toy itself is awesome. I love Armada Megatron. He still has a similar smugness, gentleman likeness of the Beast Wars Megatron. And he's just a cool dude. I just love how evil and cunning he is in Armada. Then some of y'all might know in later series known as the Unicron trilogy, he changes to different vehicle modes. Starts in Armada, he's a tank. And then I believe Energon, he becomes like this spaceship fighter jet. And then in Cybertron, he becomes like this Batmobile kind of race car.
Oh,
transforms the car. It's cool. I like him.
Oh.
And then this one is probably the easiest Transformer to transform in my collection. It literally takes no time. You fold up his arms and legs, and he turns into a tank instantly. I mean, as I talk, I could probably show y'all. I mean, what was your favorite part of Armada when you watched it?
Oh, I like the whole minicon concept. They were trying to race to get stronger, and whoever got the most minicons or the strongest minicons, they would be the strongest.
Oh yeah.
And beat out the Autobots. Or when did he become a Decepticon?
Who, Megatron?
Yeah,
he was a Decepticon since day one.
Well, it wasn't the Predacons, or was that how did Predacons and Decepticons correlate then?
The Predacons are the descendants.
Okay.
So they're in the future.
Okay.
Yeah,
so the Predacons.
Yeah, the Predacons, but like this is not it's not the same continuity. So
okay.
This one, the Predacons don't exist yet. It's still just Autobots and Decepticons.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But yeah, that's nice. That's a nice little compact tank. Oh, yeah, I like that.
It's super easy to transform. And like, yeah, Megatron is a cool character. I love him. And in one episode always comes to mind is that in Armada Optimus Prime and Armada Megatron have like this rivalry together. And in one episode, Megatron had like the Hydra cannon. And he shot Optimus Prime with it. And he's like, well, this weapon was designed to kill you, Optimus Prime. And he was probably thinking Optimus Prime would dodge the laser and let Earth die. Well, obviously Optimus Prime caught the laser, shot the laser back, and Megatron was shocked that he'd sacrificed himself. And Megatron was more sad that Optimus Prime died than even the good guys, because that was his rival. That was his go-to villain. Yeah,
it's more of Megatron's like, you're gonna sacrifice your life, your Cybertronian, instead of an Earthling.
Yeah, because he was thinking he'll probably like let the laser go through, and he was like, oh shoot, he actually blocked the laser and saved these people. Now this war isn't fun anymore. My main rival's gone. And Armada's great. I know some people some people didn't like the fact that it was kind of like dubbed over, because it was pretty much, I think it started in Japan and they brought it over. And you could kind of tell that it's like dubbed, but I still like it. The voice actors do a great job with it. Very action packed. The only thing I don't like about Armada is the human characters.
Yeah, I because of me growing up with Beast Wars and there's no humans involved, it was kind of like, why bring in human?
It gets tiresome. Yeah. And that was kind of like one of my biggest things with the Michael Bay movies. Going back to your Bumblebee, was the human characters got in the way sometimes, because I kind of want to see the alien robots fight other alien robots. I want to see kind of the action. And then I know, unfortunately, in Armada, Bumblebee wasn't in the show.
Hmm.
They replaced him with a character called Hotshot, which pretty much was just Bumblebee with a different name. I think they were gonna call him Bumblebee, but they lost the trademark for like a little bit. Then they renamed the character Hotshot. I think it would have been cool to actually see Bumblebee and Hotshot meeting because they're pretty much the same character. But I kind of want to see if they ever met. That'd be kind of cool. Man, I wish I had the mini cons. I don't have the mini cons no more. They got lost over
They're
time.
very expensive
They're
to
very
buy
expensive.
too.
Like literally, if you want to buy like the Star Saber mini cons, they're almost like $50 all three of them together. And and one thing I was going to point out in this one, you remember in Armada when they got a mini con, they get like these special weapons.
Yeah. They unlock a special weapon that it's locked in their vehicle mode or transformer mode,
Oh, yeah.
robot mode.
With this, you can still access the special weapon without the mini con. So it's kind of cool that they kept the option. They just transform back so you can see the special weapon. But yeah, like I said, this one's probably the easiest transformer I have on my shelf. Probably the quickest thing I could transform. But yeah, remember when he got the mini con, his tank could go right in front of his body.
Mm-hmm.
Still has that ability to do that with this toy. Oh yeah, stop it. There we go. Oops, wrong way.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, there we go.
There you go. You got it.
So I will open this up, but my copy came a little defective. Not the seller's fault, but that's pretty much how it comes out. Just like in the animated series, he would have the mini-con would connect it here, and then his turret would go in front and it comes like this rotating laser cannon, which was kind of cool. I'm just kind of bummed that my copy of Toy the glue probably never settled in. So I never actually have the rotating laser cannon. That's cool. I love Armada. It's a great show. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. A tease for the next for new episodes on the road. I did acquire Starscream, so I will have Starscream's and his little minicon here in an episode, an Alki episode. I can't wait. That was actually my favorite character in Armada. I don't know. I always thought Starscream was more. It gave me a little bit of vibe of Dinobot.
Yeah.
For some reason, he always gave me that Dinobot feel. Like he's always trying to dethrone Megatron and try to be a leader. But I like Swindle and Starscream just because of his unlock laser beam.
And then I'll go more when we do the Starscream episode. Yeah, I do like that version of Starscream. It was kind of cool, and he becomes a hero in the end anyway. So similar like Dinobot.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure they were just. Sorry, this time Starscream was riding Dinobot's coattails. No, I don't want to start no Transformer arguments.
But yeah, I mean, this is what we have. So I mean, the Michael Bay Bumblebee Camaro that my mom got me when about 8 years ago as a joke about me wanting a Camaro, and I actually did acquire one Camaro. So I will post a picture of my new Camaro on this video. It's all blacked out, looks like the Batmobile, and it's one of the 2023 Camaro. So
it looks nice.
It looks really nice. Yeah, I love it.
And the Michael Bay movies. The first one for me was really good. I like the first one, but the ones later on I didn't care much for. The one I really don't care much for. Did you see the Age of Extinction?
Yeah.
I didn't like that one because I was kind of cool to see like they were there. They advertised the Dinobots in that movie, and they should have been like the last 10 minutes. And I was like, I waited through the whole movie just for this, and I was like, I don't want to watch these movies.
Yeah, when he goes and gets the. That's actually we reviewed that.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Grimlock.
Yeah.
In the previous episode.
He grabs Grimlock. Yeah, in last few minutes of the movie.
Few movies, and I was so disappointed. But thanks to the Michael Bay movies, Transformers re-enter like the mindset of people and everything. So they kind of I didn't care much for the movies, but they did
bring them back to light.
They brought them back to light.
Yeah, bring them back to light.
The Bumblebee movie I heard is really good.
Yeah, I like that one. I like the 1, 2, and I think 3 just came out not too long ago. Yeah. So they were really good movies.
And then he also showed up in Rise of the Beast as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty good. I mean, the spoilers for people that haven't seen it. I remember the scene where they killed Bumblebee in the beginning, and I was like, "Come on, guys, we know he's coming back." I think Bumblebee is trying to catch up to Optimus Prime in the most on-screen deaths and revivals.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is that how they did pretty much what Star Wars do is that they released the future and then they went back to the past and reissued. It's a lot of things of that going on.
Oh yeah, and
so
the live action Transformer movies are great. Give them a shot. I mean, like I said, I'm not the biggest Michael Bay fan, but you have to give credit where credit's due. They brought Transformers back to the limelight.
Yeah, like we said on our previous episode when we discussed our masterpieces, we just wanted more. We wanted more, screen time for Rhinox, more screen time for Geor.
Yeah, we kind of want
Beat the Beast Wars.
Yeah, Beast Wars, and then in general, in all the robots, all the Transformers. Just mostly, I kind of want to see a Transformer movie with robot movies. I don't want like the human characters are kind of like the weakest part.
Yeah, maybe they'll go. Yeah, maybe they'll go since they keep going into the past. Maybe they'll go back to the past.
I'd like to see that.
When they just the Transformers. So that would be definitely really cool to watch. So go ahead and make it happen.
Oh yeah, and then as for Armada, I highly recommend. It's honestly easily my second favorite Transformers series. The theme song plays in my head every now and then. Great, catchy theme song. Unfortunately, yet again, the human characters get in the way. But when you look past the human characters,
pesky humans.
Then those humans.
What does Megatron call them?
I don't even think he even knows. I think he call him pests because he's just so focused on taking down Optimus Prime all the time. I mean, I think he pretty much calls them pests because they're just pretty much a pest. And I feel them because one thing I remember watching Armada, you knew when it was going to be a good episode when the human characters didn't narrate the first few seconds of the episode. When you had the usual narrator, I was like, oh, this is a good one. It's going to be Transformers fighting. But then when you heard the human characters like Rad started narrating, oh, never mind. It's a bad episode. They're going to be talking about their school problems.
Here we go again. But that does it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. This was my Bumblebee by Hasbro from the Michael Bay Transformer movies.
And then this is my Megatron from Armada from the Transformers Legacy Evolution series.
Remember to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, hit the notification bell if you guys like to geek out with us.
Yeah, and let us in the comments below if you watched the Michael Bay movies. Did you like them? Did you didn't like them? If you grew up with the Michael Bay movies, let us know. Did you watch Transformers Armada? Did you like Transformers Armada? Did you want a rat to shut up and let the Transformers do their thing? Let us know in the comments below.
That's right. So transform and geek out. So this is our style of.
This is our style, our generation of art. What you say, how some people have art display in their house, statues, busts. We have these toys that we like to display.